Hello everybody! So welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my year-end makeup inventory. And I'm doing this a little bit earlier than usual. Usually I do this around the end of December. But by the time that I'm uploading this, I'll be abroad already, so I won't have any access to my makeup inventory. So since I'm going abroad, I know I have been planning for this. I know that I will be buying some makeup abroad because it's easier, it's faster. I can swatch them, I can see them in person, so I can check them out, and it's also a little bit more affordable. So I know that after I come back from my trip, I will have a lot more makeup. So I wanted to do a makeup inventory now so that I can see how much my collection will grow. So anyway, let's begin. So the first one is highlighter. On my last update, I had 3. Last August, I had 3, and I still have the same highlighters right now. They're just the Becca highlighters, and it's taking me such a long time to use them up. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't really like highlighters, but I am wearing them now more often. Every time I'm filming, I wear a lot of highlighter, but it just takes a lot of time. I thought that I would at least use up the Becca Champagne Pop this year, but I couldn't, so I still have 3 highlighters. And then lip liner. I had 2 last August, and I still have the same number of lip liner this update. So no change in that. I am trying to use up 1, but it's just taking such a long time. And then foundation. Again, there's no change. Last update, I had 2, and then now I still have the same foundation. I have 1 powder foundation, and then I have the 1 liquid foundation. I am planning on getting some more foundation. My goal for foundation is just 3, but I am planning on buying a lot more than that for my coming trip, because foundation for me is like the hardest one for me to buy online, because it's so hard. I want my foundation to like be the perfect match at the very least, and it's so hard to gauge shade matches online because I have to take into account the editing, the lighting of the one that I'm like referencing to. So it's hard to do a shade match online. So now that I'm gonna be able to swatch them all in person, I am gonna be buying a little bit more than usual. And then setting powder, I had 0 last August, and then now I still have 0. So I am planning on buying the Laura Mercier setting powder, but I don't know if I really need to buy it now or it can wait, because I started the year with no setting powder, and I'm ending the year with no setting powder. So that just says that I don't really need it now. Granted, I have just been staying at home, and if I wanted to like set my makeup, I could just use either my powder foundation or my baby powder. So for now, there's really no urgency for me to buy a Laura Mercier setting powder. But yeah, my goal for setting powder is just 2, and I have 0, so that's actually better. And then under eye concealer, I used to have 1 last August, but now it's gone. So it's now 0. I don't have any under eye concealer at hand. And I used to use the Maybelline Age Rewind concealer as a highlighting concealer, but I have been trying to pan it for like 2 years already, mostly this year. And then if you guys watch my makeup inventory video, I decluttered that one because I know it's no longer performing as it used to, or maybe my skin has dried up a little bit or not. I'm not sure, but I no longer like the effect that the concealer gave me, I decided to declutter that one. And also, I already bought the Glossier's stretch concealer. I bought it last May, but it's not with me right now. It's in my sister's house in the US because that's how I have been shopping. I would shop in the US and then I will have them all delivered to her house in Las Vegas. That's that's also one of the reasons why I'm doing this makeup inventory now, because I already have some waiting makeup for me in the US. So yeah, on hand, I don't have any under eye concealer. Next, spot concealer. I have a lot of spots, so I definitely need to invest on a spot concealer. And I want to have two. Right now, I have one. And then last update, I also had the same concealer. So I have it here. This is the Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage in SC4. I bought this in, when was it? 2019. March 2019, I bought it. It was so expensive, but I still have it. I use this almost every time I wear my makeup, and I still have a ton of the product, so it's definitely worth the money, even though on first initial cost it's very expensive, but it's lasting me a long while and it performs well, so it's definitely a good investment. But my problem with this one is that I still have to mix the shade just for me to match me a bit better. But even though I try to like match it together with my skin, it's just a bit more pinky than I want. So that's why I want to get another spot concealer that's just one color, but it's exactly the color of my skin. So that's it. I want to have two spot concealers. I have one that works, but I want to have another one. And then eyebrow. Last update, I had 3. Then this update, I had 3. And the reason why it's taking me such a long time to use up brows, because 2 of those brow products are dip brows. And you guys know how long dip brows last. The one that I am panning, the one that I have been panning this year, has been in my project pan for almost 3 years. And it's still the same product. So it's taking me such a long time to use up or to lessen my eyebrow collection. But my goal for eyebrow is just 2. One for an eyebrow pencil, which is what I prefer because it's so easy to use. It's way faster than like a dip brow. And then one brow, what do you call that? Brow flick, because my brows starts here. So I want to like create hair-like texture on the insides of my brows. That's why it's necessary for me to have that brow flick product. So I want to have 2. My eyebrow stash right now is 3. That's good actually, because eyebrows like staple for me. Then mascara is still not a problematic area for me. I want to have 1 mascara open at a time, and right now I have 1 mascara open. So not a problem. Eyeliner, I want to have, my goal is 3. On my last update, last August, my August inventory, I had 4 eyeliners, but now I used up 1, so I have 3 eyeliners. And only 2 is open. 1 kohl and 1 like gel eyeliner. The other one is still unopened. So far so good with eyeliners. Bronzer, again, another good thing with bronzer. My goal for bronzer is 2, but throughout the year, I've only just had 1 bronzer. It is this Bronze Booster from Physicians Formula. I'm trying to pan this, but it looks like this will be with me until next year because I still have a lot of like products in the pan. But I know that this bronzer number will increase by the next makeup inventory that I'm gonna do next year, because I already bought the Omega, the Marc Jacobs Omega bronzer, Omega Tantastic, the white one. And then I also have a birthday gift, the Mini NARS Laguna bronzer. So yeah, I already know that my bronzer number will increase next year. And then blush. I already know that I had like too much blush. I bought too many blushes last year, and then I still bought more blushes this year. I used to not like blush, but now I have 20. My goal is 8. I started the year with 19, and then last August I had 18. Now I have 20. And that's even after I decluttered 3 blushes. But still, my number has increased because I bought way more than I decluttered. And I didn't use up any blushes this year. Then eyeshadow palettes. I don't really count my eyeshadow collection now in palettes because this year I bought the Sonny's Face eye crayons, and I am considering one eye crayon as one eyeshadow. So now I am counting my eyeshadows per eyeshadow color. So it's whether it be an eye crayon or a palette, I'm just gonna count them all as one eyeshadow. So in one palette, I will count each individual shadows, each individual pan as one eyeshadow. So last August, I had 54 eyeshadow pans, and this update, I have 56. And it increased because I bought one more palette. I bought the Mini Nude from Natasha Denona, but instead of increasing to 5 pans, I used up 3 eyeshadows as well. So there, it was just a 2-pan increase, but yeah, I used up some makeup, but I also bought some eyeshadow. So, but 56 eyeshadows, that's not a lot. But I would like to downsize this to 50. My goal is to just have 50 eyeshadows. That's it. And then lipstick. My goal is 25. January 2021, I had 39. Last August, I had 31. And then because of my makeup declutter, again, I'll just link it in the description, the declutter. I now have 22 lipsticks. So that's less than my goal. But again, there's a but. I haven't really bought a lot of lipsticks lately because again, with the pandemic and all that. But since I'll be again in the States, I will have more access with brands that I have been wanting to buy but just didn't ship internationally. So I know that my lipstick number will increase again next year because right now I am planning on buying some more. Last update, I had 121 products. That's all in all. That includes the eyeshadow pans individually. And then now I have 114 makeup items. So that's even though my blush number has increased a lot. Well, not a lot. It increased by 2 items compared to my previous update. Most of my makeup items have remained the same or become lower. That's why. All in all, my number has decreased to 114. So it's actually not a lot of difference between August and now, but 121 to 114, that's just 7 items. But I will take it. It's a slow progress. I just hope that the increase in this makeup inventory won't be so drastic next year. I'm hoping I'll be able to control myself a little bit more. But that's it. That's gonna end this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And again, do not forget to enjoy your makeup. But that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Bye guys.